Hi, Tyrese, all the way in the back, Malika Andrews, ESPN. The only lead change of the entire game was your game winner, and they say one time is luck, 2 times is a habit, 3 times it's the truth. So what's the 4th time that you're able to take control of a game like that in the NBA Finals?
I don't know. I think we're just a really resilient group. We just do a great job of just sticking in and just settling into the game. And through the course of the game, it kept getting, it felt like it could get ugly. It could, who knows where this game is heading. I thought we did a great job of just walking them down. When it gets to 15, you can panic, or you can talk about how do we get it to 10, how do we get it to 5, and from there. So, I think all series, that's what we preached as a group is, when we get down big, let's just find a way to incrementally get it down. And it was at 15, we got it to 8 pretty fast, and that gave us confidence. We kept getting stops, Myles and Andrew made big play after big play down the stretch. Myles got a wide open look on the wing, missed that one, but we just stuck with it. Andrew was huge down the stretch, and we got a big stop there, and they got a lot of confidence in me to make that shot. So I don't know what you say about it. I just know that this group is a resilient group, and we don't give up till 0.
Did you know it was good when it left your hands?
I had a pretty good idea. Yeah.
Over here on the right.
Tyrese, Rick mentioned that you guys huddled up during the challenge there and just basically said, we got to stop here, we're going to go. Just one, how much confidence and faith do you have in those situations to not just get a timeout to stop? And then was that a spot on the floor that you sort of were trying to get to? We normally kind of see you go to that middle of the floor, the middle lane there.
Yeah, I think our conversation was more of a hypothetical because we thought Pascal got fouled there. I was surprised there wasn't a call there. We didn't really know. With time on the clock, we saw it reset to 14 rather than a full shot clock. So first we were talking about, do we trap twice and foul? And then we said, okay, there's a difference on the clock. Let's just be solid, get a stop, and then rebound and run. And Obi came up with it. I don't even know who came up with the rebound. I just know the ball ended up in Obi's hands, and then he passed it to me. So I thought we just did a great job of sticking with it and just staying solid. In that situation, we had a couple dumb fouls. I had a couple dumb fouls there late in the fourth, send to the free throw line. But we just showed our chest. We're solid. Had to get a big rebound there. That's a big rebound, especially with the guys on the court they have with Dort and Caruso crashing the glass. And we got the rebound and just made a play on the offensive side. So yeah, I'm obviously confident in my ability, and feel like if I can get to that spot, I feel very comfortable in there. And yeah, just it's a shot I've worked on a million times, and I'll work on a million times more. So yeah, we just have confidence in the shot.
Can you take me through the messages that were sent in the locker room, and did somebody step up to keep you guys going?
Well, obviously we know we turned the ball over way too much. It's just not who we are. But I mean, credit to the defense, like they, just on another level in terms of just disrupting the game and make you make mistakes and stuff. So we got to take care of the ball, and I think in the second half, we just kind of did a better job of just taking care of the ball a little bit, and again they made some tough plays, and we just kept going. We like I said, we always know that we have a chance. So so as long as we just keep playing, but they play so good and just in defensively, and they're such a tough team for sure.
Second row, fourth turn for the right.
Pascal, Guilherme Sack from ESPN Brazil. This is one of the loudest arenas in NBA, but sometimes in the fourth quarter we could hear "Go Pacers, go!" and they changing defense when you guys were defending. How much does it mean to know that even when in one of the loudest arenas in NBA, you still have the Pacers faithful here and you can hear them?
Yeah, man, that was huge. Yeah, shout out to those guys, man. Just they're so passionate about us, and we're so blessed to have them as fans, and all the people that were here just cheering us on, and it's such a tough environment. But yeah, shout out to them. We're gonna need their support, obviously here, and then also when we're at home.
We talk a lot about the Pacers offense and how you guys are explosive and all, but this tonight you only conceded 2 points in the last 2 minutes. How proud are you of the defensive effort in the last minutes of the team?
Our defense is something that we decided to hang our hat on about a year and a half ago. We knew we had to, if we ever wanted to be on this stage, it's something we had to tune up. So I think we did a good job in the last closing moments. We still got a lot of work to do. And even myself, I know I made a lot of mistakes tonight. But that's the beauty of being on the stage. Once you make a mistake, you got to move right on because the game just moves so fast.
Last row.
Hey, Myles. Derek Kramer, iPacers.com. Can you just tell me about the importance of Obi Toppin in this game? 17 points off the bench, 5 threes.
Man, it's just his confidence never shook. He started the game off with like 2 or 3 turnovers and whatnot, and he was able to make an impact. He started hit a couple threes right after that. Defensively, he was moving his feet. He was able to get out and run. So he's someone that's very important, to our system. But I think it was a huge confidence boost for him, especially game 1.
Right here in the first row on the right.
Steve Ashman, NBA.com. Knowing what you knew about Oklahoma City coming in and their defense and their propensity to force turnovers, by the end of that first half, were you guys disappointed in yourselves, more stunned at how that had gone in giving up the ball?
Absolutely not. You just said we knew what this team was. I think that on this stage, you don't have time to be stunned. You don't have time to be disappointed. Again, you have to move on. We came in there knowing that we could be better, and again, it was probably historically bad. I'm not sure what the record is, but we weathered the storm. We were resilient, and we were able to find a way to win the game.
So, put the ball in his hand, he'll do spectacular things. Dang, who did this? That was it?
What you have?
Oh.
No. We
My bad.
what you had to do.
Here we go.
You guys have done this throughout the postseason. Down, battle back. Take us through how in the world you win this game as typical as you guys played in that first half.
We stay with it. Like you said, we've been in positions like this throughout the whole season, not only in the playoffs, and we feel normal, and we know what we got to do, who we got to get the ball to, and just watch magic happen. That's it. So that's what happened at the end of the game.
How comfortable did you guys feel in those small lineups toward the end? It just seemed like once you went to the small lineups, you were really cooking offensively.
It wasn't the first time we did it. Obviously, we practiced that all year. So we feel comfortable playing with all the guys on our team. We've been playing with each other for a while now. So we just go out there and do our job to the best of our ability.
So many fans have been amazed by what they're seeing from the outside, but on the inside, are you amazed at what this team has done time after time?
Nah, like I said, it's normal for us. We just go out there, have fun. I know you guys see it. We play with a lot of joy. We all love each other, so we go out there, have fun, and get the job done.
Does it just build upon each effort with confidence and knowing that this thing really ain't over till it's over? So we've done this so many times in the playoffs. You get down 15, there's no panic, it seems like, and you've been there before and you can do it. Does that just build upon each effort? You know you can do it?
Most definitely. I think we have a feeling from the group that nothing's over until it's over, and we stay connected. We're going to play till the whistle blows. And it didn't feel like we were down 20 or something like that. I don't know what the deficit was, but it felt like we were just right there.
When you're down 15, you come back. I know there's a lot of work to be done, but what's it like to have this huge crowd, just have the air sucked out of it, and you get to go off that court celebrating yet again?
It's not just first game, so I'm not going to get too high off this one. Yeah, we got the win, but a lot for us to play.
In those comebacks, can you feel that mood shift? Can you feel like a building start to get nervous and then start to get quiet and then really deflate? Can you feel that mood shift in a building?
Yeah, we feel momentum at times, for sure. I think our play on both sides tightened up a little bit down the stretch, and that gave us a little momentum. But you can feel a little bit of the crowd noise going down. I guess you could say that.
If you guys had the most turnovers in a half since 1990 in a finals game, you guys finished the 7th most ever in a finals game. How do you guys not let something like that deflate you to the point where you're able to come back and win a game?
I mean, stuff that's done in the past is behind us at this point. We had 19 in the first half. Couldn't get much worse than that. So playing with a clean slate in the second half, but definitely in here we got to improve.